Woo! And what you gonna do? Oh yeah! Now!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hey yo!
I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Rob Van Dam.
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh! Viva la raza!
So what do you do when an undead luchador comes to town? Well, you have Bonesault. Welcome again, guys. I decided to put this guy on the wrestling segment because I just think he's cool. I mean, that's it. I think he's just freaking cool. This is Bonesault. He's an undead luchador from the skeleton lines for a boss fight. Again, it's an interesting line, and this was just a good place to put him, I thought. He looks really cool. I mean, you know, the tattered clothes really sell it. And, you know, this side here is completely split. I mean, the articulation is just like any of the skeletons. You know, they're reusing the same mold for the skeleton. That's fine. You know, the coloration is good. This is one of my favorite features, this barbed wire bat here. The barbed wire can come off, and that's kind of cool too. So I prefer to keep it on just because it looks better. He's got a mic in one hand. He has a swappable head. Whoops. And of course he wants to do the wrong things. He has a swappable head right here. He has swappable feet too. I'm not even going to bother with that. But he has a swappable head here with, and you know, maybe where he looks like he's talking into the mic. It's okay. I've not swapped it out. I don't really care to. And there was something else, and I've lost track, so I'm not even going to worry about it right now. But I like this guy. He's weird and unique and funny. And I can see him fighting Rey Mysterio in a hardcore match. That would be fun. Especially with the barbed wire bat. And of course you can hand that over to Mick Foley any day you wish. And yeah, there's not much to talk about in history or anything with this guy because it's nothing, but I think it was a funny concept. And one I just said, oh, I gotta get that. Some people said he looks more like a basketball player, I guess, but I guess it's the jersey, the way the tights are kind of hanging down. It looks like a basketball jersey. I don't think so. I mean, it might be me talking, but I don't think so. Articulation is single jointed, all over the place, but it's a skeleton. How else are you gonna do that? He does seem to want to lean to one side all the time. I'm not sure what that's about. I've noticed it with him since I got him, and you know, I put him on the desk or something, and he just wants to lean to one side. And it's like, now, as far as stands go, I've not had a lot of luck finding stands that fit these guys. They come with stands. They kind of work, but not really. And you know, that's about the best I can say. Okay, the peg holes don't fit. This bout too, I've not taken anything off of him because the outlaw came with, he didn't have his trigger hands on. I couldn't get the trigger hands on him. Now I've had some other of this set. The first wave did not have that problem. I switch our hands out all the time. but the Outlaw did not want to switch, and I'm a little afraid to do it on this one. He had the right hands to begin with, so I left him alone, and that's why I didn't swap the head out either, because it's just like everything's fitting just fine. I don't want to ruin this one, but it's something to be made aware of, because I only got 2 from this wave, and I've had trouble out of 1. So this one may have trouble. I'm not messing with it is what I'm saying, because I've had so much trouble out of the other. You see where I'm going with this, I hope anyway. And it's a shame, because Boss Fight was onto something with this line. I was really enjoying it, and now I'm kind of like, now I've had some problems. And as far as I'm aware, they're not addressing, and it's not been made it. I've not heard anything. So that bothers me a great deal. So that is some stuff to think about when you're looking at these figures, because again, I mean, thankfully there's not much I want to change about him, because I think I might want to change the head once in a while just to have him talking, although since it's a different color, I don't think it's a big deal. But at the same time, it's one of those things that I'm kind of like, man, are they just dropping the quality on this? And it could be. I don't know. I don't have the answers to that. I feel like that's what's happening. Maybe it was a slip up, maybe there was a mistake made, and maybe they're just not acknowledging it. But something happened, and I'm not very happy with it. That's what I'll say about that. Now, I am happy with this figure, though. I mean, he looks cool. He is cool. I don't know why he's leaning to one side. I'm going to try to pose him a little bit here, just to get something out of him. Something fun. There we go. Again, he's interesting. I mean, it's just an interesting looking figure and fun to play around with. I've not had any problems out of this one, and I'm hoping I don't, because again, this is a fun one. This is probably my favorite of the entire line, to be perfectly honest. Of the skeleton line. I probably am going to stop here, though. This and Outlaw has made me think I'm going to stop, because while cool, this could be a big rabbit hole if you're not careful. Especially since we're running into issues. But I won't say never ever, because I'll see what they bring out next. Maybe, maybe they'll have something interesting. Looks like they're leaning to blanks now for customizers, so that might, maybe they'll kind of ignore this line, the skeleton line, from now on. Part of me hopes so, part of me hopes not. Again, I'm just gonna have to see what's going on before I can make a judgment for sure. I like it. It's cool. If you like it, pick it up. I've never seen it anywhere besides a Big Bad Toy Store, so there you go. If anybody else does have it, I'd be surprised. I don't think so. But either way, that's enough about that. Cool figure. I will say I like it better than the wrestling figures they did. I only got, well, I shouldn't say that, because I only got Juventud out of that. I never found Ultimo Dragon, which is a shame. I wanted the Ultimo Dragon more, but oh well. I did hear that the things on his hips, and not his hips, but his thighs, that run down his leg, they run into his hips, and it's like, it's going to wear down after a while. You can't help it. And for a guy like Ultimate Warrior, that's a big deal. But this seems to be just fine. I don't see any issues with it. Again, I haven't messed with it as much as I have some of the others, so there's that issue to remember. Still, cool figure. I like him. There you go. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff, and don't mess with an undead luchador. Have a good day, guys.